What's good, y'all? It's your boy Black over here at BMC, the Formula live stream. Shout out everybody showing that support, whether it's from the BMC YouTube page or the BMC, the Formula live stream. That's what it is. Your support is greatly appreciated. Before we get into this, don't forget to like, share, and support. If you're right now, what we're talking about is Trump MAGA era over. Y'all know Trump came in like a lion. Oh, he was doing this with the tariffs. He was dibbling and dabbling in foreign affairs. He even made a couple of enemies along the way. Seemingly the EU, which I see why he didn't want to deal with the EU because the EU was designed to bring the dollar down. The European Union with their euro. So why should I be really fucking with y'all? And I understand it with the Ukrainian stuff he inherited from all the other past political parties that was in charge. Biden was closely associated with the Ukrainian stuff because that's the border of democracy. For every mile that's lost, that's like a mile for democracy. So they say. They circles. He dabbled and dabbled being friends with Russia, somebody that seemingly was our enemy. Even with the immigration issue, it went from sending people back to their countries to getting people that's regular Americans on their job, seemingly being here for decades, to even the situation with the bringing the white South Africans over here. He just been swirled up in a bunch of alligator Alcatraz now, importing them back to Africa. He all over the place. Um, Not to mention the whole time being nominated by fruit countries, Pakistan, the I think Israel gave him to go ahead. The UK and Russian joint, he pushing for that. Um, some African countries, damn, calling for the Nobel Peace Prize. So on that note, he had a high, you know what I mean? But it all seems like um, similar to me now, set up and like he acting, everything is forced. He had 5 black African presidents here a couple of weeks ago. None of them asked for the black folks over here. Where's my people? Or two, you got to ask that question too. For y'all that keep want to link yourself to Africa, you African American. African presidents can't wait. Ain't nobody asked about you, but I think it's some talk about them getting reparations seemingly for the pain and suffering that happened to them and their people. So y'all better watch out for that, all you African Americans. But back to the topic at hand. It's Trump MAGA era over, okay? He been dibbling and dabbling with that. He went from the people over there on the West Coast that's still popping off to right there on the border. We forgot it. We ain't heard shit about the border. I mean, oh, and let's not forget we didn't even talk about how he got in office with his lobbyists, them billionaires that he beefing with now. He beefing with Elon Musk. Elon Musk was him was inseparable. He gave Elon Musk a job with Doge, fucking with the goddamn federal system. Fine, people supposed to have been tweaking it now. Him and Elon are at odds, and maybe he's giving the space race to another one of his billionaire friends, Jeff Bezos, because Bezos is going to get a chance to work on that shit with the missiles. Trump had Elon sending everybody to space. Jeff Bezos is going to that dome that Trump has been talking about, sort of like that shit Ronald Reagan was kept speaking on. I think that Ronald Reagan Star Wars defense system is what the Israel using. Our old technology, but it's just so much swirling around this dude. The white nationalists, the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers or Oath Takers, whatever it was, and all the other people that was in the January 6th stuff. You ain't heard nothing. Him dealing with them. Nick Fuentes, they say he spoke out and said, and Nick Fuentes is a prominent white supremacist. He was associated with Kanye West for a little bit. I don't know if they still kicking it, but he messed with Trump. You know what I mean? And all of this is behind Trump telling that lie about the Epstein files, the Epstein case. He's seemingly acting like he don't know him, but I think the girl, Jesleen Maxwell, I think she got something for Trump, maybe, because they keep asking for the files. Okay, then they have these records of these birthday notes that they sent this guy. So I say Trump made a mistake right there, because that would be his Achilles heel, the chink in his armor. That would be Trump's kryptonite, the Epstein ghost and the return of Jesleen Maxwell, because there's too much evidence out there. You will see it as the saga unfolds, where they'll start putting a few pictures out here and there, a few videos, drop some more of the content, like those letters and maybe the list of everybody that wrote them a letter. They say Bill Clinton was on that. All you got to do is take back the pictures, pull them back, that when they have Donald Trump and Epstein and Jocelyn and Donald Trump's wife on them, and who was around them, because you have to remember, Donald Trump was not the Donald Trump that we know and, you know what I mean, some of us hate now. Donald Trump was just a nobody, maybe being looked at, sort of like when Hitler was playing around with all those occult and secret societies that helped get him in power in the beginning of the last century in Germany. Donald Trump was playing around. He was a failed businessman. You know what I'm saying? So who knows who was there? Who knows who he's protecting? That's why I say, well, maybe he's just the gatekeeper. That's why he's, again, because he was sent back to get rid of that Epstein stuff and everything that we got going on. Seemingly like, don't let it get past you. We keep looking at Donald Trump because we feel like that the president is the all, you know what I mean? He's not. He's a puppet, no doubt. So remember that when you see all these old pictures and all this shit is from at least 15 to 20 years ago. And Donald Trump, like I said, his main thing with it is he's lying to his core group as well as to the rest of America. His core group, some people voted for him. They voted for this MAGA era. They was, you know what I mean, starting from a red hat and a hashtag to a whole think tank and a motherfucking ideology with people that worship him at cult-like status, because Donald Trump is the first of his kind in this era. Everybody is completely tuned in to the internet. AI is assisting us doing a great deal of our thinking. It's the first time where people are completely tuned in. Everybody got their head down in the phone. You know what I mean? And Donald Trump is a new kind of politician. He's not a politician at all. He's a strong man. He is in opposition. He's showing you the weaknesses and of the Senate and the Congress and the strengths of executive orders, because he going around seemingly everything that Congress and Senate used to do. He ain't being a politician. He ain't dealing with other politicians from around the world. It's get down and lay down with him. Just look at all his interaction. He shook up Zelensky. He brought the Africans over here, and every time he bring one over here, he condescending and you know what I mean? It's crazy. But I think he running out of gas because this Epstein stuff might be his kryptonite. But like I said, maybe he's a gatekeeper and people that's in power above him, because maybe he's just the mouthpiece of what goes on. Like I said, he's been linked with billionaires. Who says a trillionaire too ain't in there? The unseen hand that we don't know about. And maybe they tired of Donald Trump too. Maybe, you know, he came in, what was he? Came in, Vini, Vici. I saw, conquer, head up. He ain't feed the wolves. Like I said, the January 6th folks, and okay, elephant in the room that I left out too. The LGBT community. Yo, Donald Trump came in and destroyed everything for the last 10, 15 years. They were managed to lobby for themselves. Donald Trump came and destroyed them people's life because Obama and the Democrats said that they can marry each other, they can live free, they can be in the military, they can work federal jobs, they can do the same things. You know what I mean? They accumulated so much power and the war chest, not to mention that they snatched a hold of the Black Lives Matter and got money, all kind of groups. Like I say, these designer protests are backed by the LGBT community. So you got to look at that too. That's a powerful force. And I ain't talking about your gay cousin Ricky, I'm talking about the corporation of the LGBTQ community. They got a lot to say so, and they're in every aspect of life. They're in the lower class as well as to the upper echelons. And they're in the boardrooms and in the streets. So whether they are outwardly, hey, that's who I am, running with a rainbow flag on, or low-key, laid back, down low, as they call it. That's a powerful force that he pissed off too. I forgot to mention that. You know what I mean? But what y'all think? Y'all think the Trump MAGA era is over? You know what I mean? Sic semper tyrannis, death to all tyrants. It's dumbing. It's accumulating all to him lying to the whole country about this Epstein stuff, and now it's falling apart. And is he probably seemingly seen as collateral damage by the powers that be that's in control of everything? And they about to get there going flip the switch on Donald Trump? Or is it MAGA, make America great again? You know what I mean? He about to do his thing. What y'all think? Leave a comment. Don't forget to like, share, and support. Thanks everybody that's supporting at the BMC, the Formula live stream at bmc.com, and also the BMC YouTube page. Peace.